This video is going to show you how to get Spellbreaker, which is one of the best shields in Skyrim. While blocking with Spellbreaker, you can see right there, it creates a ward that will protect you against spells for up to 50 points. So this will be an example to show you once it takes about 50 points of damage of magicka damage, the ward will dissipate. So it'll probably be on this next hit right here. There it goes, it dissipates. But the cooldown is very quick. It's about a second. As you see, I go to block again and the ward reappears. So obviously it's awesome when fighting mages, but it's also awesome when fighting dragons, as Spellbreaker will block all breath attacks. Also with Spellbreaker's ward, which is great and makes it even more amazing of a shield, is that the ward will remain active a few seconds after blocking has ceased. So once you get the hang of the timing, you can block magic, block a shout, do a couple attacks, go back to blocking, and you just rinse and repeat that. And that can just help you that much more in any battle with dragons or mages or anybody using magic against you. That also includes any draugr that may be using shouts in all the dungeons that you're going to encounter throughout your playtime in Skyrim. So to get Spellbreaker, you need to complete the quest The Only Cure. You have to be level 12 to get this quest, and you need to travel to the Shrine of Periite. That is to the east of Markarth, right there, and then is to the west of Solitude. Upon reaching the shrine, you will talk to a Khajiit named Kesh. You will talk to him, he will tell you about the Daedric Lord Periite, and then he will give you the quest The Only Cure. You will need to gather a few items for an incense, and the items are vampire dust, a deathbell flower, a silver ingot, and one flawless ruby. The flawless ruby is more than likely going to be the tough item to find for you. You can simply buy a deathbell flower, but if you prefer not to do that, you can find them to the south of Solitude and this little swamp area right here near Marthal, to the north of Marthal, to the south of Solitude. Next, for vampire dust, travel to the College of Winterhold. Now again, vampire dust you can simply just buy in Skyrim cities, but if you prefer not to, come to the College of Winterhold and then head to the left, and we're going to go into the Hall of Attainment. Once you get in here, the first room on your right should have vampire dust. To my left right here on this table, there should be void salts and then vampire dust. If for some reason that is not there for you, you can travel to Drela's Cottage, which is right to the south of Morthal, and it is to the western north of Whiterun. Once you get inside the cottage, Drelas will become an enemy and you will need to kill him. Once you do that, the vampire dust is to the right of his arcane enchanter up on the shelf. For a silver ingot, again, something you can simply buy, but if you don't want to, travel to Karthwasten, which is to the southeast of the Shrine of Periite. Head up to the mine area, there will be some silver ore, or there should be in this cart, and then you will need to smelt that into an iron ingot. You need 2 ores to make an ingot. Now for the flawless ruby. I would suggest one area to check is to travel to Reachwater Rock, which is to the southeast of Markarth. Then you're going to turn around and you're going to head for the river. There's going to be an abandoned rowboat in the river, and there are jewels in it. Now this is random. It's not a guarantee that you will find a flawless ruby, but it is a very good chance to find one if you don't already have one from, just questing around the game and opening chests. So you see here we have some gems, we have a flawless diamond, we have a ruby, and then I was lucky enough I got a flawless ruby. Again, that is random. Another great way to go about getting a flawless ruby is to head to Riften, which is to the very southeast of Whiterun. It is quite a ways. What I want you guys to do, if you haven't already done this for the Jarl's son, I want you guys to save your game. Make sure to save it before you talk to him initially. He will either be inside the keep, or he will be over here on the left in the training area. The Jarl has multiple sons, my bad. His name is Harold, this guy right here. Then you will ask him only a dagger for the son of the Jarl, and he will talk about how he broke his sword in training, blah, blah, blah. He will ask you to go down to the blacksmith in Riften to retrieve his sword. The blacksmith's all of about 25 yards from the keep. Once you go down here and you talk to Balamund, he will then give you Harold's sword. Once you get the sword, take it back to him, and then he will reward you with some gems. You have an opportunity to get a flawless ruby. It is not guaranteed. It is random. I got a flawless ruby. That's why I told you to save. So if you didn't get one, reload the save, do it again. It takes all of about 37 seconds to talk to him and then go talk to the blacksmith. And then you'll be able to rinse and repeat that over and over until you get one. Once you have all the items, return to the shrine and talk to Kesh. Once you do that, he'll concoct the incense, then you will inhale the fumes, and then you will talk to the Daedric Lord Periite. He will then task you with the quest to kill Orchendor, and Orchendor is at Bethardums. Bethardums is very close to the shrine. It is to the west of the shrine and to the north of Markarth. Now, Bethardums is a very large place and is very easy to get turned around. There are also a ton of enemies. So make sure you come prepared with health potions and what you need, your best weapons, your best gear, and I would definitely bring a follower if possible. Once you head down those steps, you need to activate that lever, and then you'll be able to head into Bethardums. As you get into Bethardums, make your way down, again making sure to loot areas, look around. I'm going to cut out me looting stuff. Now once you head down these steps, you can go to the right through this gate to my right. You will have to lockpick this, so you can either go to the right or you can go to the left. It doesn't matter which way you go in this area, both will lead to the same thing. So if you want to lockpick that gate, go that way. If you want to go to the left, you can go in here to loot some things. There will also be some enemies. Regardless if you go left or right, you will come to this door, we will open this door, and we're going to be heading to our left. Now the way to go is continuing to the left, right down that hallway. I'm going to go to this side room real quick to loot. So after you loot that side room, keep going down the hallway. You will then come to another large downgrade. Once you get down here, there are going to be some afflicted praying around some slime. I'm not really sure exactly what they are doing. So you can either dispatch of these guys, you can also just run past these guys or sneak past them if your sneak's good enough if you want to. So after you dispatch of those afflicted, we're going to keep heading on down and you're going to come to a more wide open area and there are going to be more afflicted enemies that you will need to take out. If you don't want to take these guys out, you need to be quick. Either way, you're coming up on this right hand side of this open area, up these steps. There will be a chest up here, but there is a lever to my left that we need to activate. Once we activate this lever, we will then be able to continue on as that gate will come down. I'm going to fast forward a little bit here. We're heading through the gate we just unlocked. This place is huge. You're doing a lot of running. If you have the Shout Whirlwind Sprint, that can come in very handy. To continue on, head down that hill right there. I'm going to loot this room to our left real quick. There will be some dwarven spears that spawn in here. So after you loot that room, head down that hill I showed you. Continue on. After you come around this corner with the yellow brick road right here, you will run into more adds. Again, if you want to, you can book it past these guys. So after you take them out, head back down around the corner and we're going to head through that door right there to my right. And this door is going to take us to the Bethardums workshop. Once you enter the door, again, you will run into more enemies. The way to go is right past this guy that's spraying that goo at us. So if you want to run past him, you can. If you do that, you got to head straight into the left. There are rooms on our right, though, that you can loot. So just be aware of that. Once you take out those adds, continue on. Your head down the hallway, you will make a left. Now you'll come to this junction. We want to go to the right, as these spiders are behind me here. So once you head to the right, there will be a chest right here. And again, there will be more enemies. You can run past them. You can take them out. You will then come to this door. That will lead to the Bethardums Upper District. Once you get outside, we're going to head to our right. And there are going to be, again, more enemies. There are a ton of enemies in Bethardum. So again, come prepared. Have potions. Be ready for it, especially if you're playing on a higher difficulty. Once you take out those guys, you will come to this area. There will be a staircase on your left, and there will be a staircase on your right. You're going to want to take the staircase on your left. Once you take the left staircase, we're heading up. All we're doing is keep following this path, keep heading up. We're going to hang a right, and we're going to go up more stairs. We're continuing to head up. Just follow my path. I would also suggest saving. You never know. You might die. Maybe you haven't had a save in like the last 20-30 minutes. Last thing you want to do is die and then lose all the progress that you have made. So I would definitely make sure to be quick saving every so often. Now we're heading to the Bethardums Lower District. Follow my path. We're heading through here. Get your sprint on. Get your whirlwind sprint. Shout going. Then you will come to this huge open area, another big one. There are going to be more adds. Now, you can either sit here and take out these enemies or you can run past them. You see that door right in front of me? There, right there, all the way at the other end of this room, that's where you're heading. So after you head through that open area at the other end of that big open area, just continue on. Got this in a little fast forward here. We're heading downhill. We're then going to come to the next new area, which is another large area with different levels. Once you get here, you will then run into, again, more enemies. After you take out those 2 inflicted, continue on. You will also possibly have some dwarven spears spawn behind you in that area, so be aware of that. Once you head underneath this little overpass here, follow the yellow brick road. You're going to want to go to your right there where I glanced. I'm going to kill these ads up to my left first, though, before I'm going to go back to the right. So I took out these enemies. Now I'm following the yellow brick road right there, heading to the right. We're going to head up these staircases. We're going to go right through here, and then we're going to head to the Bethardum study. Once you get through the study, head to the right, where you'll go through another door. I'm going to loot this room to the left real quick. You will then open up this door, and we're going to continue on. Again, we're getting our sprint on. As my stamina's all gone, we're going to head through this gate. And we're heading up to our left right there. Make sure to grab this chest on your right. There will also be a Dwarven Sphere that spawns here, a Dwarven Sphere Guardian. He can be tough if you're playing on higher levels, so just be aware of him. Again, you can just run past him and go through that door. So after you either run past him or deal with him, you'll be going to this door next, which will lead us back to the lower district. Once you're in the lower district, just follow my path. We're going to head over here, take a left. Once you get here, there is a fork. We're going to want to stay to the left. I'm going to go up here to the right, though, to kill some enemies and loot their bodies. Now we're back on the path. I'm fast forwarding again here. It's a long run. Keep going. You will then come to another door, and this will lead to the Bethardum's Arcanex. I don't know how to pronounce it. Once you get in here, just head on through. I would save, though. There are going to be some dwarven enemies that you're going to be running into, some dwarven spiders, a dwarven sphere, and then a dwarven centurion at the very end of this room. So I would probably spend time to take out these enemies that I'm kind of running past at the moment. And then you're going to make your way to the other side of the room. You're going to head up here, kind of this spiraling staircase, even though it's not really a staircase. And then where you want to head is up to my right up there to my right. That's where you're going to want to head. But I'm going to take out these ads behind me first. So once you take them out or run past them, head up the steps. And then once you get to the end of this hallway, a Dwarven Centurion is going to come around the corner. Now, you can juke past him, as if you want to, but I would suggest killing him because Dwarven Centurions can actually have some good stuff on them. They can have, emeralds, flawless rubies, they can have gold, they can have some good stuff. So I would suggest killing him. So whether you kill him or run past him, once you get down to the hall and you know how he came around that corner, you're going to hang a left, go up those steps I just went past, and then Orchendor is down below us. I'm going to take just a quick little glimpse, but we need to continue to the left. I'm going to do another little fast forward here, so just continue to the left, head down this hallway. I'm just going to run past these spiders, guys. I'm done killing these enemies. I just want to get to Orchendor, head on down here, and then Orchendor is in the very next room. I would make sure to save your game here, just in case you die. So definitely make sure that you save your game. Orchendor, he'll just be waltzing around in this room. So attack when ready. After you take out Orchendor, make sure to loot his body and make sure to get the key to the Bethardum's elevator off of him. That way you can get out of here in about 10 seconds instead of having to backtrack through Bethardum's. Go back into where you initially found Orchendor, head to the left of that little afflicted beanstalk. You will go up a little staircase and that will take you up to an upper level. Then you will head through this door, which was closed without the key, and then you will be able to ride the elevator back out to Skyrim. Once you get back outside, head back to the shrine. You will then need to inhale the fumes again, and then you will talk to Periite. Once you are done talking to them, you will then finish the quest, The Only Cure, and upon completion, you will be rewarded with Spellbreaker. Again, Spellbreaker is one of the best shields in this game. Well worth the effort. Hopefully this video was helpful, guys, and it helps you go about getting Spellbreaker. Have a good one. See ya.